or a brief overview of your game?
The book or the game is advert. So it's one team of players versus the person.
Speriamo che da qui non si senta niente.
The
Se il
solo
video
player
puoi
is
fare
not
tutto.
the GM. The solo player is more all the oppressive forces of the world, and also the unknown, that is any strangers that you are encountering. It's not the same thing as NPC because a lot of the players, the other players, will also play other NPCs, the people that they know, for example. So I would argue that at the core of the conflict of the game, there is like this tug of war between about the narrative control of the world. So when everything is going well for the resistance people, they have more control over the world. And then when everything is going worse for them, the Big Brother player has more control. So it's this back and forth. And this can be exemplified by looking at one NPC. So at a certain point in the game, this NPC can be completely under the control of the Big Brother player. At another point in the same game, that character can be completely in the control of the resistance players. So it becomes this, we want to excel our position so we can control all these characters, so we can shape our plans, basically. And so I would say that that is the core engine of the thing. However, there is a bunch of stuff that's happening on character level of the player characters, which is like you have some emotion scores. Emotions are essentially the thing that is tested whenever you do things. So in this world of surveillance and oppression, it's important that you keep your face, that your true emotions aren't visible to the oppressing force. So whenever you try to do something, you roll a die roll to see if you keep your emotions on the inside or not. And if you don't, then, well, maybe it's bad for you. It depends on the situation. In a situation where, for example, you're listening to state propaganda, it could be bad to start crying because someone who is a terrorist died. But maybe the game forces you to roleplay that. And so at that point, Big Brother gets to roll a die roll, which is hidden from every player, to see if he notices you crying for that terrorist or not. So this is the dramatic engine. There is a bunch of things that has like to do very technical sides of like how these emotion rolls work and stuff. We don't have to get into that, but it is filtered through what I would like to say like the moral values of your character. So you have a set of moral values that dictate if you are supposed to roll over or under your value of the emotion. That's technically it. I think more interestingly, like there is a lot of focus on the characters and the progression of the social network of this resistance. But I think also there is an important thing to be said about the world. It is not defined super detailed in the rulebook. Instead, it leaves that up for the players. So for example, when you're playing a resistance character and your character is a proletarian, you have control over certain areas of the world that you then get to describe to your heart's content. It's you who are designing that world. If you are a bureaucrat, you have access to other areas. And if you are a conglomerate official, you have yet other areas that you have access to. And so the play around the table becomes this, on the meta level, you are discussing like, oh wait, can I describe this thing? Yes, of course you can, because you have the right to do so. And of the other people who also have the right to do so, you can negotiate. Like, yeah, I actually think that statue that you just described, it has a hat on, or whatever, right? that world building thing is also part of the central experience of sitting around the table. So that's the brief, I think.
Yeah,